Hi everyone, Rickard here from MI6 Sweden once again. It has been a long break. I have changed my job and I had some health issues. But now I'm back and hopefully with more than one video. Today I want to talk to you about the comic magazine versions of James Bond. Fleming let one of his friends, John McCluskey, draw a Bond adventure back in 1958. The first few books became a strip in the Daily Express, and it was a great success. But it came to an abrupt end in 1961, when Fleming sold the rights to the comic strip of his latest Bond book, Thunderball. It came to a conclusion in 1964, and you could once again read the strips in the Daily Express. McCluskey stayed on until 1966, when the team was replaced by Jaroslav Horak and Jim Lawrence. The series came to a conclusion in the middle of the 80s. In 1965, James Bond was published as a magazine in Sweden, and as from the beginning, taken straight from the earlier comic strips, it was put together to a whole adventure. The Swedish version of the magazine was rather unique, and it was also published in Norway, Denmark, and Finland on their languages. In Sweden, the magazine was a wide success, and it was published from 1965 to 1996. 1981, the Swedish Bond magazine made a deal to release the new Bond adventures that they had written themselves. The first was published in 1982 and had the title The Golden Triangle. It was Terje Nordberg and Eirik Lildahl under the pseudonym Johan Flanderen, a distortion of Ian Fleming. During this years, the Semic Press produced over 50 adventures, and they are collector's items today. In the US, the movie script from Dr. No became a comic, and it was released in 1963. Other than that, we have had some collector's books with McCluskey and Horak in the Horak series. Let's go from my little Bond collection and go directly to the magazines. Since Bond was a great success in the middle of the 60s, they did this one. I think this one is from 1963. This is Dr. No, and it is based on, not on the book, it's based on the film. This is the Swedish version. I know that the English and the US version has a different cover, but this is the Swedish version, and this is all in color, and this is rather unusual. And if you look like this, you can see the 3 blind mice killing off Strangways, and if we go a bit further, you see Bond arrive at the airport, and this is straight from the film. Bond looks like Connery, and so on. So this is one of the first Bond magazines ever made. Semic Press that released the Bond magazines in 1965. They had 4 numbers in that year, 4. And this, as you can see, they have mimicked Connery on the outside. This is number 2, Live and Let Die. And if I... Well, here you can see. These strips are made before Connery took over as James Bond. And as you can see, maybe they look a little bit like Connery, and maybe that was something that Fleming also thought when he met Connery for the first time. I think this man is maybe a bit tougher, a bit more muscular than Connery. Here you also have a picture of Bond from this magazine. The magazines were stuffed with information about the Bond films. And then, of course, the whole series. And then to fill out the series, you would have another series, Roy Allen in this magazine. The Saint was popular, and the Saint had its own paper at this time, so it was later that they used the Saint and the connection to Roger Moore. On the back side, you have a fan picture or something like this. If you want the creme de la creme, you must have number 1, Operation Grand Slam, of course, Goldfinger, and this. Oh, sorry, I have paper on the back because I don't want to damage the magazine. This issue, this release, the number 1 from 1965, costs about, if you have a mint condition, this is not mint, but if you have a mint condition of this, you have to pay maybe 1,000 euros or a little more, 1,500 euros. This is not the mint condition. As you can see, it has damages, and this is maybe 200 and 250 euro, maybe something like that. Number 2 magazine, Live and Let Die. I have 2 of them, as you can see. This is the more damaged one. This is the more nice one. They go for maybe 56 euros, maybe, if you come upon them. If you find a mint condition, you have to pay 100 euros. But it's a little bit different, 100 euros or over 1,000 euros for this. Okay, I have a Norwegian Bond also, a Norwegian magazine here. Bond in Norway, James Bond in Norway. This is one of the newer editions. And this came in 1989, I can see. So this is one of the newly drawn editions of Bond. Then you have the Marvel. This I also have in Swedish comic book. It was released in 2 Marvel movie specials papers. This is the first, For Your Eyes Only. And then you have the more modern ones, as you probably know, James Bond, Vargar. These I don't like. I think these are just for show, or I don't know. I don't enjoy reading them. The old ones I enjoy reading because they are adventures. But that was all I had for now. The James Bond magazines. I hope you enjoyed this video. It wasn't a long video, but I talked some about the newspapers or the magazines. I hope you enjoyed this video, and hope to see you soon, and I will show you a lot more from my collection that has grown very much in the last year. So until then, this is MI6 Sweden signing off. Bye.